right, I'm going to make a video today about a little sort of insight as to why we changed our car. As some of you may know, we upgraded our caravan to a new Bailey Phoenix Plus 650. I won't carry on being annoying for much longer, I promise. I will calm down. But I will just run you through our life so far and to what our car had done so far. As newbie caravanners, we didn't even quite understand weight in the beginning. Kind of got the hang of the fact that, oh, okay, we need to match our car with our caravan. So we very much knew then what we were looking for. And we had, I don't want to shock anybody here, but we had a Citroen C4 Picasso diesel. It was only a 1.6 engine. It could pull caravans, and this was checked on towing matching sites, so please do not worry, we were not dangerous on the road. It was a fabulous tow car, can I just say. We've looked at sort of some of the practical caravanning awards. It came up quite well in those as well, so it's not just me talking rubbish. If you're looking at the lighter end of caravans, I cannot fault our Citroen C4. It was amazing. And we didn't want to get rid of it. It was a beautiful car. It had all the mod cons. We bought it second hand. It was like 4 years old when we bought it, but it was, you know, top of the range, obviously, end of things. Whoever had created that car had put all of the extras on it because it was just a beautiful car. The miles per gallon in that car, and I don't know if you've seen my previous videos, but I drive to London and Leicester, London, Leicester, constantly, and then when we started pulling caravans with it as well, the miles per gallon on a Citroen C4 Picasso, and this does not need to be an advert for a Citroen C4 Picasso, but what a car. It was amazing, and we didn't want to get rid of it at all. It did the job. It absolutely did the job. It was a great towing car. It matched well on all the matching sites, and we knew it was fine and doing well because it was never in trouble. The miles per gallon were always great. And, you know, aside from the fact that we always knew we couldn't fill our caravan and fill our car in the way that some other caravanners do. We were always at the lighter end of stuff. So we were slightly more the minimal packing end of things. But it was an amazing car. In fact, so amazing that we looked at Bailey Phoenixes purely because they were so light and would be able to be pulled by our car. And again, we matched it. They were coming up moderate, 3 out of 5 stars, a moderate match. But by this point I was confident, you know, I was getting good at pulling caravans. To be fair, we'd never had an accident, never been put to the test, so those are the times when suddenly your confidence becomes, you know, misguided. But that car never gave us any indication that it was not safe to drive, and every matching that we had done with it, every review that we'd seen on the cars, on the caravan sort of, you know, pulling sites, caravan pulling sites, the reviews of them towing the caravans always come up really well. It is a great car. Okay, so why did we get rid of it? Well, it started to become, one day, I think the curb weight became an issue for me. The curb weight to the weight of this caravan ranked up to 92%. Now, anybody who knows about caravanning knows the curb weight is a great indicator, but it's not a legal requirement. You start to get in sort of a little bit of a grey area, which is very confusing to new caravanners because there is no right or wrong. It's kind of a bit of a, it's okay. Bearing in mind that we are a family of 5 that fill our car with 5 people, so suddenly our car, you know, the strength of our car is diminished, obviously the more you're putting in the car, and we had 5 people's worth of stuff. So suddenly our car and our caravan are getting a little bit nervy to me, a little bit too grey, to the point where we had an Alco ATC automatic trailer control brake system put on the caravan, because I was starting to get a little bit you know, panicky about it, thinking, are we getting, you know, so grey that we're almost merging into a colour that doesn't resemble grey anymore. So we had realised that we were probably pushing it a little bit too far. And again, there are many caravanners out there, no disrespect to anybody, but there are plenty of caravanners out there that push the limits, past the limits. And payload, I mean, some people, you know, do make spreadsheets, are very good about their payload, but some people will shove their awning in their caravan, their, you know, everything will go in caravan a little bit. We shoved everything in our car. We were obsessed about not putting anything in the caravan, but then the chairs went in there, then the scooters went in there, and it was sort of like always on the floor. But it got to the point where we think we can't take 5 people away with basically a backpack each. We still need stuff. We're a big family. We want more stuff. So that was when we made the decision to upgrade our Citroen C4 Picasso, God bless it, it was a lovely car, to a caravanner's favourite. Okay, I think the caravanner's favourite is probably a Land Rover, to be fair, but not all of us can afford that. And the Kia Sorento comes up quite a lot for its heavy curb weight and its ability to tow quite a lot of caravan, and that comes up as good as the Land Rover, to be fair, not the Freelander, but the Discovery. So Kia Sorento it was. We started looking for a Kia Sorento. Not as easy to find as you would think. Maybe just this day and age with everybody trying to pull caravans at the moment. We did find one. It's a year older than our Citroen Picasso. It doesn't have as many as the nice little things that we liked about our Citroen Picasso, and the miles per gallon. we've only had the car for a week, and already we could see the difference. There's a big difference in the miles per gallon between our Citroen C4. Rightly so, it's a beast. It's a big 4x4, 2.2 litre engine. And that's just something we knew we were going to sacrifice. But it was one of the reasons that we never thought we'd get rid of our Citroen, because it was just such an amazing car. And if you're thinking of getting a caravan on the lighter end of things, because you don't want to, you know, overdo it with the weight and things, that Citroen was just a brilliant car. Such a good car. We've not yet pulled the caravan with the Kia. And also, we hadn't realised it did come with a tow bar. Because apparently a lot of dealers take tow bars off because it is, you know, people are put off by it because they think, well, if that car's been lugging around a caravan, it's obviously worn the engine out and I don't want anything to do with it. So they will take tow bars off. Now we were looking for cars with tow bars because we didn't want to spend the £500 to put on a new flipping tow bar. We were looking for cars with tow bars and, you know, struggling because you can't put in tow bar. You're just sort of looking at the pictures to see if they had any. This didn't have a tow bar, it didn't look like, but it had an electric plug, and we thought, it's already set up somehow. When we bought the car, it did have a removable tow bar, so we were like, yay. Turns out this tow bar doesn't work so well. It is a Kia made one, I think, but it's basically the Westphalia, you know, connector. So we're getting that booked in soon to try and add the tow bar to that. And we will see how well this caravan pulls. This car pulls our caravan, because we're hoping for a big difference, because we gave up that car, you know, specifically so that we could just relax. A lot of caravanners live in the grey area. I know that Here We Tow did a great video. I'll try and put it in the link. But they did a thing where they went to a weighing bridge purely, you know, voluntarily, to see how well they did in terms of the weight. And they were shocked. And, you know, they said that they pretty much thought that they were on the better end of things, because they see a lot of caravanners too doing the same thing, where you just get a bit blasé about it all. And they set a challenge for everybody to just go and try it themselves and find out how safe you really are, because a lot of caravanners out there do push it to the limit. So just make sure that, you know, you are safe, the people on the road are safe, and we are doing our own responsible thing now and getting a car that we know can pull the weight it needs to pull to be safe. So we say goodbye to our lovely Citroen. I will give you a little tour of our new Kia because it is lovely. Do not get me wrong, it is lovely, but it is an older car because, you know, we're not made of money, we just bought a new caravan. But it is a caravanners go-to car, so I'm really interested to see how it pulls. I already know I'm going to cry about the amount of diesel we're going to put in it because I could tell already the miles per gallon is not great, but I'm excited. It's a new thing. We can actually start taking extra stuff with us. We don't have to minimize everything. Because let me tell you one thing, we went out and bought melamine plates, which most caravanners say, don't bother. We were so obsessed with our weight, we traded in our crockery for melamine plates because we just thought, oh, we can't pull any more weight, we're in trouble. But now we are back to a Kia Sorento. We could probably chuck the crockery back in, but we've done it now. So we're going to see how we go with the melamine, and I'll give you an update on that and the difference between the two, because we've always caravaned with the crockery. That's less weight, I guess. I mean, the lighter your caravan, the heavier your car, the better, okay? And really, the good thing about caravanning, it's like a refresh, so you don't need to take everything you own. I quite like the minimalism of just only taking what I need. But there are other caravanners that literally stock it up to the brim and don't take anything out of the caravans for years on end. So just be safe. Be safe on the roads. Only pull a caravan that you are safe to pull, because I think we're moving into, you know, quite a dangerous area. Even though we were safe, we were technically okay, we were quite a lot in the grey. So I feel very relieved that we have upgraded our car, and will be a danger to no one on the roads, hopefully. So till next time.